Hare. So this most glorious of all days, Sri Ram Navami, is glorious because the Supreme Lord appeared as Lord Ramchandra on this particular day. Okay, Ram Navami, ninth day. So this Ramayana, today morning, His Grace Baldev. Anybody attended today morning's class, Bhagavatam? Well, heard at least. So Baldev Prabhu was mentioning today morning. He was mentioning today morning how this Ramayana is so popular. He was giving example that he's talking in 1980s, when this was Ramayana was going on, serial was going on. Everyone on Sundays, they would be just sitting and hearing Ramayana. They would be watching Ramayana serial. So once what happened was his mother on a Sunday, she told him, "You please go to the market. You please go to the market and you bring some vegetables." So obviously he protested. ये क्या बात हो गई यार, अभी तो रामायण शुरू होने वाला है, अभी कहाँ मैं वेजिटेबल जाने. But he said, "You don't bring vegetable, तो आज खाना नहीं मिलेगा." So he said, "Okay, अभी तो जाना पड़ेगा." So he went. उठ के चले गए. And after he went, he saw that the whole road was deserted. रास्ते में कोई नहीं. जैसा कर्फ्यू लगता है ना वैसा उस टाइप का. Whole road was empty. मार्केट के अंदर गया, मार्केट में एक भी कोई वेंडर नहीं था, पूरा सुनसान, कोई नहीं है वहां. Nobody. Whole market was empty. So he quickly came running back and told his mother, कोई है ही नहीं. Huh? He said, for the first time, that time I realized that what is the popularity of Lord Ram. That इतने पॉपुलर है कि जब उनका सीरियल रामायण चलता है सारा देश बंद हो जाता है. एंड इवन ड्यूरिंग लॉकडाउन 2020-21 में भी रामायण वाज स्टार्टेड अगेन इट वाज अ सुपर हिट because that is the charitra of Lord Ram. Is, I was fortunate, I went recently to Chitrakoot, Prayagraj and Ayodhya just last week. And the Ayodhya Vasis are such, मतलब हम लोग कभी तो मुझे तो लगता है हम लोग 10 या 100 जन्म में हम लोग वो लेवल पे नहीं आ पाएंगे. Such genuine love they have. So there's one lecture going on, and after the lecture was over, one of the Ayodhya Vasis came and she gave a gift to the speaker. A gift means not ऐसा कुछ, एक पूरा थाली दिया. थाली के अंदर फ्रूट्स, एक कपड़ा, एक नारियल ने, बहुत कुछ, मतलब एक पुस्तक था उसमें, फिर वो मिश्री का जो बॉल वो था, फिर करताल का एक सेट था. मतलब there were like 10-15 items in that थाली, and she gave, and she is crying कि आपने कथा किया, आई एम जस्ट सो ग्रेटफुल. हनुमान जी का कथा आपने इतना सुंदर से सुना है, तो आप प्लीज इसे स्वीकार करो. तो she is not willing to hear no. She says that आप समझो कि आपको किसी माँ ने दिया है, माँ को आप माँ नहीं बोलोगे ना, तो आप प्लीज इसे स्वीकार करो. And they are not very well off, but she gave one full thali with so many things in it. Why? Simply because somebody is doing राम कथा. So हम लोग को ये समझ में नहीं आया, मतलब ये क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस, कुछ ऐसा. तो अपना थिंक, अपना तो शहरी थिंकिंग है ना, सिटी लाइक लाइफस्टाइल वी हैव. So I went back to my room. So one of my roommates in the yatra, he lives and works in BRC, but he is Ayodhya Vasi. He's born and brought up in Ayodhya. So he was saying, ये अयोध्या वासी ऐसे होते हैं कि if they hear that Lord Ram is suffering, or they hear that Mother Sita is suffering, वो suffering उनको tolerate नहीं होता है. Just hearing that Ram is suffering, they also start crying. Because they have so much love for Lord Ram that if Ram is suffering, they also start suffering. They cannot, they cannot identify with him so much that for a moment also they see Ram is suffering in separation from Mother Sita, or Mother Sita is suffering in separation from Lord Ram, they start crying. So this is the kind of devotees we are talking about today. ये हम लोग, we are not talking of Treta Yuga. अभी भी इतना भक्ति है उधर अयोध्या में. So very amazing. So what is it about this person, Lord Ram, that is so wonderful? So it is described right at the start of the Ramayana. Valmiki, he meets with Narad Muni, and Narad Muni को वो पूछते हैं कि who in this world, इस दुनिया में ऐसा कौन सा व्यक्ति है who is perfect? We are all searching for perfection in our husband, in our wife, in our God brothers, God sisters, in our friends, in our neighbors, in our colleagues, in our bosses, in our employees, team. We are all searching for हाँ मिलता है, मिला है किसी को आज तक? नहीं मिला है. No one can ever find perfection. It's not possible. देखो वाल्मीकि is asking कि ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति है भी क्या? Is there somebody like that who is endowed with excellent qualities, has great prowess, strength, righteousness, is always doing the right thing. मतलब in any situation this person can be trusted to always do the right thing. कभी गलत काम करेंगे ही नहीं, मुमकिन ही नहीं. He is always grateful. He is always truthful and very firm in his vows. Who is that one who is gifted with good conduct? Good conduct means good behavior. Always good behavior. Always correct. उनका behavior हमेशा correct होता है. In any circumstances, however difficult the circumstance may be, उनका behavior हमेशा perfect रहता है. Then given to the well-being of all living creatures. मतलब सिर्फ मतलब not just about humans. He is worried about well-being of all living beings. Why? Learned, knows everything. Okay. Capable of doing things which others cannot do, and is also very beautiful to see. ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति है क्या? Then he says, such a person, is he self-restrained? Has he conquered anger? Who is endowed with brilliance and free from envy? Who is that when excited to anger, even the devtas are afraid? So ऐसा कोई व्यक्ति है क्या? Is there anybody in this whole universe who fits this description? So this is a very difficult question that Valmiki has asked of Narad Muni. That is there such a perfect person in all of creation? And Narad Muni replies about Lord Ram. He says, yes, there is Lord Ram who fits the description that you have given and more. Okay, so Lord Ram is, such a beautiful, he is an incarnation of the Lord, but he is known as Maryada Purushottam. Yesterday we were discussing. He is known as Maryada Purushottam. Maryada means what? Everything is within limits. कुछ भी उनका excess अति या बहुत कम या बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं. Everything is very balanced and proper. So we will try to discuss few of the qualities of Lord Ram connecting to his pastimes like that. So one of the things he asked amongst excellent qualities, he said prowess. Prowess means physical strength, shakti. So it is described that when Lord Ram, when he had already gone into Vanvas, right? So Mother Sita had been kidnapped. So he was searching for her, and he ran into Hanuman. Hanumanji then introduced him to Sugriv. And Sugriv told him his story. Lord Ram told him his story. They said, we'll help each other. So Lord Ram said, okay, Wali, I'll kill him, no problem. मैं उनको मारूंगा, आप मुझे सीता जी को ढूंढने में मदद करना. So when Sugriv heard this, for a moment he was happy, but then he said कि मतलब शायद आपको पता नहीं है कि बाली क्या चीज है. मतलब he is so powerful. आप जरा एक बार समझो on whom we are dealing with. Bali is not some some manner, ordinary manner. He is extremely powerful. And he says that this Vali, he once killed one demon called Dundubi. So that Dundubi is so huge and so powerful. उसको उसने अपने हाथों से क्रश करके मारा. He's so powerful. So he says, if you can, उसका जो carcass है, body का carcass, खाली skeleton वहाँ पड़ा हुआ है. अगर आप उसको कुछ मतलब यू कैन मूव इट ऑल्सो, आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू नो. सो लॉर्ड राम स्माइल्स, इज ओके, ठीक है. जाके पैर से ऐसे लात मारते हैं, इट गोज फ्लाइंग सम 100 miles अवे. तो सुग्रीव इज इम्प्रेस्ड. ही सेज हाँ मतलब है, लेकिन ही सेज व्हेन वाली किल्ड हिम ही वाज नॉट ओनली बोन्स, उसका फ्लैश स्किन मसल सब था. So he was even more powerful at that time. He says, और कुछ है तो बताओ. No, is there anything else you can show? So that time, Lord Ram says, okay. He again smiles and he takes, he shows him a tree, sal tree. Shows him a sal tree. It said that that sal tree का diameter is 30 arm lengths. मतलब ये from here to here multiplied by 30, उसका एक tree का उतना diameter था. So he told him, can you shoot an arrow through this sal tree? Lord Ram shot an arrow. There were sal trees there. He had been told to shoot through one. He shot an arrow that went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sal trees, crossed beyond, entered the earth, went through the earth, came out from the other side of the earth, and back into his quiver again. Sugriv said, Jai Shri Ram. He said, yes, I am convinced that you can. So very, very powerful. Lord Ram is extremely powerful. We hear of all the, all the wars that he fought, all the demons that he killed. It is an extraordinary display of power. Extraordinary. So when when Vishwamitra had taken Ram, Vishwamitra asked Dashrath. He came to Dashrath and he told Dashrath that I want something from you. So Dashrath says, yeah, Rishivar, please ask क्या चाहिए? जो भी आप बोलो kingdom दे दो, मैं kingdom दे दूंगा. बोलो क्या चाहिए? Now Dashrath had this bad habit of giving boons without thinking. Already I had given to Kaikai, he's telling Vishwamitra also, बोलो क्या चाहिए? पहले मांगो क्या मांगना है, फिर मैं बताता हूँ मैं दे सकता हूँ कि नहीं, है ना? But उसने already बोल दिया कि हाँ, ask for anything, I will give you. So he says, I want your son Ram. I want to fight some demons. So you please give me your son Ram. So when Dashrath hears this, he says, sorry, मेरा लड़का वो तो भी 16 साल का बालक है, is a child. Talking. How I can give him? He says that I will come. I forget, he's just one boy. I will come at the head of the army with my whole army behind me, with all my millions of soldiers. सब आएंगे, चिंता मत करो, कोई राक्षस का बाल बांका नहीं कर सकता आपका. मैं आता हूँ. Vishwamitra said, no. You promised me. Now I want him. I want Rama. Now you imagine as a father, right? As a father, if you have a 16-year-old child and Narendra Modi comes and tells कि अपना बेटा मुझे दे दो, we are fighting a war with Pakistan and वो जाएगा और वो बैटल फाइट करेगा. मैं क्या पागल है क्या? ऐसा कैसा हो सकता है? How is it possible, right? But that is what he was asking, fighting against very, very powerful demons, and a 16-year-old boy, he has never fought a battle before this. Never. So then Vashishta convinces Dashrath, don't worry, विश्वामित्र ने बोला है तो विश्वामित्र का ही प्रोटेक्शन रहेगा, आप चिंता मत करो, आप भेज दो. So with a very, very heavy heart and very, very unwillingly, is very unwilling. But okay, अभी गुरु ने भी बोला है, प्रॉमिस भी दिया है, तो कैसे ना बोलो. So he finally sends Lord Ram. And when he meets Vishwamitra, he goes with Vishwamitra, Lakshman and Lord Ram both go. There, they wait for the demons to attack. उनका यज्ञ चल रहा होता है, and they wait for the demons to attack. And when the demons attack, that time Vishwamitra says, now, and Ram, he sees Marich, and there's one more, Subahu, Marich and Subahu. तो मारीच को जो एरो मारते हैं इतना पावरफुल रहता है that Marich goes and falls 800 miles away. मतलब that power of that weapon is so much that वो impact से वो 800 मील दूर जाके गिरता है. It is like बम्बई से दिल्ली पहुंच गया वो, उतना इतना जोर से उसको लगता है वो, इट्स सो पावरफुल. So this is the power of Lord Ram. Another example of his power, it is described that when Ram was asked to go for Vanvas, I'm sorry, I'm mixing all the stories. I'm going by theme of qualities. One quality we are talking is powerful. So when he was asked to go for Vanvas, so he went to tell Mother Sita that I am going for Vanvas. So you please stay here, you serve. And he gives very beautiful instructions to Mother Sita. He says that you should stay here, you should serve my mother, you should serve Bharat, Lakshman, Shatrughan, you should serve them. He says, please don't praise me in front of them. उनके सामने मेरी तारीफ मत करो, because anyone who is in power doesn't like another man being praised, even if he's your husband. So he gives the instructions. And Mother Sita absolutely says sorry. That Vedic times में woman को ऐसा दबोच के रखा जाता था, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Mother Sita, she was very strong. But she is a Kshatrani. She is also a Kshatriya, come from a Kshatriya family. Very strong. She pushed back. She said, sorry, why? How did you even, for a moment she feels hurt. How did you even consider that you will go to forest without me? ऐसा सोचा भी कैसे? She pushes back. No, I'm coming. And he gives a lot of reasons. बहुत वहाँ पे बहुत discomfort रहेगा, forest में barefoot चलना होगा, on लोग कांटे रहेंगे, ये रहेगा, वो रहेगा. That is not a concern for me. I am very comfortable. I am quite sturdy. कोई problem नहीं है मेरे को. उसको बहुत सारे रीजंस देते हैं. भगवान राम बहुत सारे उसको रीजन देते हैं क्यों नहीं आना चाहिए. देयर आर वाइल्ड एनिमल्स देयर, देयर आर डेडली डीमंस देयर, दिस दैट, बहुत कुछ उसको इतना सुनाते कि डीमंस रहेंगे वहां पे, राक्षस रहते हैं जंगल में. मैं खुद देख के आया हूँ, विश्वामित्र के साथ गया था. बहुत उनको कन्विंस करते हैं. फाइनली मदर सीता उनको कहती है, लुक्स लाइक माय फादर जनक, he has obtained as my protector a woman instead of me. ये किसी औरत से शादी करती है ऐसा मुझे लग रहा है. राम, जब राम भी क्षत्रिय है, मतलब हाँ, जब ये सुनते हैं इट्स ऑल राइट, यू कम विद मी. He's insulted. अरे क्षत्रिय स्पिरिट को इंसल्ट किया कि तू आदमी है क्या, तू होते हुए मुझे क्यों अश्लील अफसोस. आप हो मेरे सामने, you are there to protect me. Which demon, which animal, which rakshas, which anyone can harm me when you are there. If you are not able to protect me, who can protect me? She pushes back hard. Ram said, okay, Baba, you come with me. So Lakshman and Sita both go. Now, after they go, when this, so when they are staying in this Nasik area, Dandakaranya forest, over there first Shurpanakha comes. Shurpanakha comes in the form of a beautiful. She first sees the footprints of Lord Ram. She's a demoness. She feels the food. Today morning only I was reading one small, somebody had written a write-up that somebody is making fun that this Anant Ambani अभी कुछ वो पद यात्रा पे निकला है. अनंत अंबानी मालूम है सबको, मुकेश अंबानी का थोड़ा मोटा वाला बेटा, राइट? तो उसको ही इज गॉन सम पद यात्रा, एंड पद यात्रा पे कुछ तो एक वैन जा रहा था चिकन्स का, तो उसने उनको रोका, अरे क्या कर रहे हो, मत करो ऐसा ये वो. तो सारी दुनिया उसके ऊपर चढ़ गई कि क्या है तुम्हारा पिताजी के रिटेल बिजनेस में चिकन बेचते हैं, ये करते रहते हैं, कुछ करके दुनिया उसके ऊपर चढ़ गई. And someone was writing that, fine, that may be true, but at least he has shown some sensitivity that this is a living entity. Otherwise, everyone else in this world is chicken and doesn't see living entity. They don't see a living being. They just see a thing that is to be eaten. That kind of insensitivity is there in this world today. Everyone just sees a chicken or a goat or a cow as food. They don't see them as sentient living entities that have sentiments, that have relatives, that have feelings. कोई देख कितना insensitive हो गया अभी दुनिया. So this is the mentality of Rakshasas. Shurpanakha also saw footsteps and she saw food. अरे फुटस्टेप्स है, मतलब यहाँ तो कोई ह्यूमन बीइंग है, यहाँ पे हमें खाना मिलेगा. So she started following the footsteps, and then she saw whose footsteps? She saw Ram. She saw Lord Ram. She said, "Hey, Sundar, he's so beautiful." Moment she saw him, जैसे वो कार्टून में दिखा था ना, आंख में ऐसा गोल 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 ऐसा, she's like completely, because she was just smitten by the beauty of Lord Ram. It's extraordinarily beautiful. Just by seeing him, she was mantra mugध हो गई वो. She was मोहित by his beauty. And it's that इसको जाके मैं अभी प्रपोज करूंगी. So she goes to propose to him, and then that whole pastime happens. Says, no, I am, एक पत्नी. So she is my wife. देखो मेरे जितना ही हैंडसम है, देखो कितना कितना अच्छा दिखता है वो, देखो देखो आपने देखा उसको, देखो देखो कितना सुंदर है. ये बेचारा अकेला है, वाइफ तो वहां पे है, अकेला है यहाँ पे. Why don't you propose to him? So immediately Shurpanakha, she changes track and she goes to Lakshman. So, हाँ ये भी अच्छा है. So she goes to Lakshman. The test actually, the Lord is taking a test and she fails the test. She says, okay, Lakshman भी चलेगा. She goes to Lakshman. क्या पागल है? Such a beautiful woman as you. But they don't know who she is. They know she's a demoness. So Lakshman says, beautiful woman as you, I'm just servant of Lord Ram. दास दास से शादी करना है आपको. You want to marry a दास, a servant? तुम भी servant बन के रहोगे. You'll be servant of Lord Ram and Sita. Like, no, वहाँ पे कुछ बात बन जाए. हाँ. She again goes back to Ram. She says that please, see, I already told you, I am एक पत्नी व्रता, so I cannot marry you. I am sorry. Then she says, सारे फसाद की जड़ ये सीता ही है. इसी को मारो. So he goes to attack Sita at that time. राम देख लो भाई क्या चल रहा है, तेरे एक बार संभाल लो. He says, don't kill her. But armor in some ways, so she goes away. So Lakshman takes his knife and lops off her nose and ears also. She goes bleeding and she goes running to her brothers, her and Dushan. So ऐसा हर आर्मी का ऐसा एक आउटपोस्ट रहता है ना, ऐसा अमेरिकन आर्मी का, यूएस आर्मी का फिलीपींस में एक आउटपोस्ट रहता है, यहाँ पे रहता है, वहां पे रहता है, अलग अलग जगह पे उनका आर्मी का एक एक कफीला रहता है. क्या कबीला, क्या बोलते, कबीला बोलते. वन यूनिट ऑफ देयर आर्मी इज स्टेशन डिफरेंट डिफरेंट प्लेसेस. कभी भी कुछ अटैक आया तो ये लोग पहला फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्स के लिए लोग तैयार रहते हैं. ऐसा हर दूषण का एक आर्मी के साथ that Dandakaranya forest के आसपास. So when they heard from Shurpanakha that, hey, you know what happened? Man, he came and तो कुछ किया ही नहीं, उसने आके मेरे को ऐसा सब कर दिया. देखो, your sister has been insulted. How can you tolerate this? आप एक्सपोर्ट कर सकते हो. You have to do something. So he says, okay. He sends his first 14 most powerful generals, 14 most powerful warriors उनको भेजता है. मतलब कुछ मिनटों में लॉर्ड राम का सफाया कर देते हैं. एंड मैसेज कम्स बैक कि अरे शूर्पणखा इज गॉन विद देम. देखने को गई कि अभी रिवेंज आएगा. तो 14 के 14 सब मर गए. शी कम्स बैक एंड टेल्स खरदूषण, शी इज अगेन क्राइंग. क्या हो गया, भेजा ना आपको मारने के लिए, क्या हो गया? क्या हो गया, 14 के 14 मर गए बाबा. क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग, क्या अंडर एस्टिमेट कर रहे हो? पावरफुल है आदमी. come with 14,000 आर्मी को लेके आते हैं. किसको मारने? दो व्यक्तियों को. So now when Ram and Lakshman see that the whole army has come, that time Lakshman tells Lord Ram, हे भगवान, आप मदर सीता को जाके आप उस गुफा में वेट कीजिए, मैं देख लूंगा. Ram says, no chance. He says, no chance. ये सीता ने मुझे एक बार ऐसा ताना चैलेंज मारा था कि क्या मेरी शादी किसी औरत के साथ कर दी मेरे पिता ने. Now I have to prove to her. तू जा वहां पे, you guard the गुफा and I will take care. Single-handedly, Lord Ram finishes off all 14,000 of those people, and he finishes off Dushan and then Khar also. सबको खत्म करते हैं। एक इट इज डिस्क्राइब्ड इन रामायण दैट विद इन 2 hours, 2 घंटे में 14,002 पीपल वर किल्ड, 14,000 warriors and Bhushan, and akele, all by himself. So his hands were moving so fast that his hands were not visible. So fast his hands were moving. So this is how powerful Lord Ram is. Then the other quality that that Valmiki asks about is gratitude. Gratitude is a very difficult quality for big people to have. It's very difficult because they're so big, they naturally feel whatever is coming to me, I'm entitled. ये तो मेरा हक है, ये तो मुझे मिलना ही चाहिए। मैं इतना ग्रेट हूँ, मैं तुमको प्रोटेक्शन दे रहा हूँ, तो तुम मुझे टैक्सेस दे रहे हो, तो क्या बड़ा काम कर रहे हो? You should be grateful to me. In fact, that is how most great people think. But here, that's why he's asking: is there a person who has that quality also? So gratitude, you see. A lot of stories. Time रहेगा मैं बोलते जाता हूँ. You see, then we have to end the land. Okay? So when Hanumanji, when he finds Mother Sita, that is another very beautiful story. वो लंबा story है. मैं खाली उसका 1 minute में सार बता रहा हूँ. So after he finds Mother Sita, Hanumanji, he meets Mother Sita, he identifies himself, he reassures her, he identifies, he proves that I am messenger of Rama. And then he, he proves, he gives her a ring and everything, वो सब हो जाता है. And then he reassures her also that don't worry, she looks at him and she says, then he takes his full size. He becomes his full size. And he tells Mother Sita that I have come as messenger of Lord Ram, and this is the message. He identifies Mother that Lord Ram told this story to identify that only you and he know this story. So जब करते हैं, ring भी दिखाते हैं, then she recognizes that yes, this is Lord Ram's messenger. So then she tells him, please ask Ram to come quickly because Ravan has just now given threat. You heard. He was there only when Ravan came. Yes, Ravan has just given a threat that next 1 month के अंदर, if you don't listen to me, I will kill you, I will eat you up. I will cook you and eat you up. So when Hanumanji hears this, he is very alarmed. वो डर जाते हैं. अरे तो एक काम करो, आप अभी मेरे पीठ पे बैठो, मैं अभी आपको लेके जाता हूँ. I'll take you right now. So at that time when he's saying this, Hanumanji is in the form of a small monkey. कितने height के? He looks at it and she says कि how will you take me, I'll fall off your back. हनुमान जी को 1 मिनट बुरा लगता है कि अरे इन्होंने मुझे पहचाने नहीं लगता है. So he immediately grows into full size. He becomes twice her size. And he says, "Don't worry, mother." तो ये और 15 गुना भी बन सकता हूँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आप मेरे पीठ पे बैठो, मैं आपको लेके चलता हूँ. And she gives 3-4 reasons why she cannot go with him. One, she says, if you are flying at this speed, I may fall off. Okay. He says, if you are flying at this speed, I may fall off. गिर जाऊंगी. दूसरा, she says, when I am flying with you, at the same time these Rakshasas will attack. तो तुम मुझे संभालोगे कि उनको संभालोगे? Third reason she says is that, she says that already I have been touched by Paraya man once. I've already been touched by Raman once. I don't want to be touched by another man again. And fourth and most important, she says that I don't want anyone says that my Lord Ram took Sahara of somebody else to rescue me. I want to be rescued by him. और कोई नहीं होना चाहिए, उनके हाथों ही मुझे रेस्क्यू होना है, ताकि उनकी कीर्ति कुछ कम ना हो जाए because of me, because I took this decision to go with you. So he says, sorry, I'll not come with you. So then he goes, flies by. He says, okay, mother, very soon. And before going, he tells her, mother, थोड़ा इधर थोड़ा निरीक्षण करता हूँ थोड़ा. He destroys all of Ashok Vatika, I destroyed the whole of Lanka, right? And before that, he's told her that mother, आप चिंता मत करो. I'm amongst the weakest of the monkeys. तो मैं तो कुछ आप सोचो कि किसको दूध बना के भेजा जाता है. Who is sent as messenger? जो ऐसा कच्चा नींबू है उसी को भेजा जाता है ना. जो ऐसा पावरफुल आदमी है उसको थोड़ी दूध बना के भेजा जाता है. I'm कच्चा नींबू amongst the team. मेरे से और ज्यादा पावरफुल लोग आने वाले हैं. चिंता बिल्कुल भी मत करो. So he's giving us so much confidence. You know that don't worry. Ram is coming and he will destroy everyone. He'll destroy all the all the Rakshasas. So he goes back. When he goes back, uh, when he meets, it's described that when he meets Ram, Ram is in great anxiety because all the Manaras have gone in three directions and all have come back empty-handed with no cover. Now, only the last group which is gone with Angad as the leader and Hanuman in the team, they have not yet come back. So Ram is like hoping against hope कि ये लोग कुछ खबर लेके आएंगे सीता का. So when Hanuman comes and he comes and stands in front of Lord Ram, it is described he changed the laws of grammar. Grammar change कर दिया उन्होंने. He said instead of saying I found Sita, I found Sita. He said found Sita I. Grammar change कर दिया उन्होंने. He said found Sita I. क्यों? Why he did like that? Because Hanuman ji is so sensitive. He's so sensitive. If he first said I, then Lord Ram will say, I what? I found, I didn't found. You know? And if he say, I found, whom you found? You found Sita, who clear nahi hai. Already two words are gone. So much anxiety. So he said, first thing I said, found. Whom you found? Sita. Then I. So very beautiful. So Hanumanji so sensitively, so beautifully conveys the message to Lord Ram that she is found. Ho gaya, you know. And then he gives the message of Mother Sita. Mother Sita tells Hanuman, मेरी तरफ से भी एक संदेशा देना. And she gives a jewel from her hair. Chudamani, she gives that. You please show this to Lord Ram. And she gives the message that I am waiting for you here. So like Varahadev went into the depth of the ocean and pulled out Mother Earth and brought her out, plucked her out of the bottom of the ocean. How he just plucked her and brought her out like that. Where you please come and just grab me from here and take me back. Ye message diya. So when Lord Ram hears this, he is so happy. He's so happy because you imagine, see, this is the Supreme Lord and his eternal consort. He's separated from her for almost a year now. Yearning in her absence. He's in complete virabhav, so much pain, so much anxiety, doesn't know where she is. So in that moment, now he gets to hear a message about Mother Sita. First time he's hearing something what Sita said. Not just that she's been found. उनका संदेशा भी उनके पास पहुंच गया. So when Lord Ram hears this, he says, please tell me again. So Hanuman tells again. He says, you please tell me again. So many times Lord Ram makes him repeat the words of Mother Sita because he wants to hear the words of Mother Sita. And when he hears like this, he feels so grateful. He tells Hanuman that what can I give you? मेरे पास क्या है मैं जो तुमको दे सकता हूँ? I am a beggar now. I have got nothing. But I am so grateful. I have nothing to give you. All I can offer you is my embrace. And he embraces Hanuman with his heart, with his love, he embraces Hanuman. So the Lord expresses gratitude in very, whatever he's of course control of this earth, he can give anything. But still, that moment, that gesture of love that he showed Hanuman, that is glorified for all time to come. All paintings show Lord Ram and Hanuman in that embracing position. Such a beautiful thing. So, then, after the war was over, many monkeys died, many bears died, many of them died. So, after the war was over, actually the Devtas came down to express gratitude. Indra came himself. Thank you. रावण को मारा बहुत बड़ा काम हो गया. Thank you so much. You know, So can I give something? I want to express my gratitude. Sir, Lord Ram could have said anything. यार मुझे जरा फटाफट अयोध्या पहुंचा दो. He could have said anything. He said, "These monkeys have served me. Please bring them back to life." Indra says, "Done." So he restores the lives of the monkeys. All the dead monkeys come back to life. Second, he thinks that now that I am going to Ayodhya, these monkeys also will want to come to see the coronation. उनको भी आना मन में रहेगा कहीं तो. So he says, all of you come with me. So पुष्पक विमान में सारे monkeys को बिठा के सबको लेके जाते हैं. अभी लेके जाते. So this is the second way of showing gratitude, that I count you so much. You imagine, otherwise who thinks like this? कौन सोचता है? Even पुराने जमाने में, of course, in olden times people had gratitude. If someone had a cow at home, someone had a buffalo, someone had a bull, they would treat them like family members. मतलब वो गाय का बछड़ा जो है वो एक बच्चे के जैसा ही है. They treated as household member. इतना प्रेम से करते थे. तो Lord Ram, he not only decided to take them for coronation, he also said that बीच में हम लोग एक पिट स्टॉप करेंगे. मतलब वो फ्लाइट विल नॉट गो नॉन स्टॉप फ्लाइट. एक स्टॉप ओवर है उसका. कहाँ पे? किष्किंधा में. They stopped in Kishkinda so that the monkeys could bring their wives also. अपने पत्नियों को भी लेके आओ, सब जाएंगे साथ में. So such small things, na? The Lord is so grateful, and the Lord felt that I have not reciprocated enough. मतलब उनको अयोध्या लेके गया. He gave them gifts over there. वहां पे अयोध्या, a lot of gifts he gave once he became the king. He gave a lot of gifts to all the monkeys, but still he was feeling I am not really reciprocated enough. Therefore, in his next incarnation, when he came as Krishna, in Krishna incarnation, he gave butter to all of them. अपने हाथों से सबको butter खिलाया. Right? So the Lord is so grateful. He never forgets what somebody has done. He never forgets what a devotee has done for him. That is the feature of the Lord. So gratitude. Then another feature is beauty. We already described that, what Shurpanakha saw when she was going to eat Ram. But when she saw Ram, she changed her opinion. Uska intention change ho gaya. Aane se she went to a different intention. I want to enjoy with this person. Because he was so extraordinarily beautiful. See, Lord Ram is said to be so beautiful that you cannot describe it in words. मतलब वो शब्दों से उसका विवरण नहीं कर सकते. भगवान राम की सुंदरता इतनी अद्भुत ज्यादा है. मतलब unbelievable. You cannot believe what beauty he has. So Tulsidas, when he is describing the beauty of Lord Ram, he says Tulsidas Ati Ananda. Tulsidas Ati Ananda Dekh ke Mukharvinda. Says after seeing the Mukha Aravinda, the lotus face of the Supreme Lord, Tulsidas Ati Ananda Dekh ke Mukharvinda, he says Raghuvar ki छवि समान. He is trying to say कि किसके साथ कंपेयर कर सकते हैं? रघुवर की छवि समान. Like Raghuvar's face, what else is so beautiful? And he is at a loss for words. उसको कुछ सूझता ही नहीं होता. रघुवर की छवि समान रघुवर छवि बनिया. He says that only thing that can be compared to his face is his face. There is nothing else. He is so beautiful. That is the beauty of Supreme Lord Ram. When he comes, he is the most beautiful. Like today morning, Baldev Prabhu was saying that before this, we can relate so much to Lord Ram because he has come as a human being. Before this, many of the incarnations, Matsya, Kurma, Narsingha, Vamana, relate नहीं हो पाता है. परशुराम है, but वो इतने फियरी है कि वो देख के सब डर जाते हैं. But Lord Ram is so composed, so sober, so great. Really, this is the person we want to worship. Everyone has love for Lord Ram. So he is beautiful. That Raghuvar Chavi Samana, Raghuvar Mukha Baniya. Raghuvar Chavi Baniya. So it is said that when the Lord and Sita and Lakshman, they were living in Chitrakoot many years, everyone knows, for 11, it said 11 and a half years, some people say 11 years, 11 months, 11 days. But more than 11 years, they were staying in Chitrakoot. ये तो पक्का है. Okay. So when they decided to move from Chitrakoot, why they decided? Because Lord Ram felt, first of all, Agastya Rishi and some of the rishis told him that this Khardushan and all these people are creating a lot of problem in Dandakaranya. तो आप लोग वहां जा सकते हो तो बहुत बढ़िया है. And Lord Ram felt, yes, we should serve the rishis. And plus he felt that, if we are here in Chitrakoot, अभी 11 साल हो गए, लोगों को एंथू में आके हम लोगों को पहले खींच लेंगे, तो थोड़ा और लंबा जाते हैं ताकि कोई आन हमको ढूंढ ना पाए. So they went all the way to Dandakaranya. So when they went to Dandakaranya, there were a lot of rishis living there. Those rishis, when they saw the darshan of the Lord, they were so infatuated by the beauty of Lord Ram. Their sadhus, rishis, were so self-controlled, right? But when they saw Lord Ram, they desired, why am I not a woman and why cannot enjoy with this person? I really wish I could embrace this person. He's so beautiful. But being rishis, they felt that way. And the Lord recognized this feeling, recognized. But without saying anything, it was expressed that I am ek patni vrata in this life, one only. I will not look at anything else. So that it is described that those rishis of Dandakaranya, in their next, they became the gopis. Some of the gopis in Vrindavan are those sadhana siddha rishis from Dandakaranya who had a desire, to have the Lord as a husband. So they became the gopis like that. So this is the beauty of the Lord. It's so beautiful that anyone will get completely in. Then another quality of the Lord is that he is very composed. Composed. In today's day and age, composed का meaning किसी को मालूम नहीं है. Composed क्या होता है? क्या होता है? आपको मालूम नहीं? अपने आपको उद्गत समझता है क्या? So this is what we are. We are all uncomposed. Okay. See, if someone just stares at somebody for few seconds, तो मैं भी सब वीरेंद्र प्रभु को ऐसा थोड़ा टाइम के लिए देखूं, तो वीरेंद्र प्रभु तो हमारे साधु है, वो अलग बात है. बट अगर मैं वीरेंद्र प्रभु को, अगर वो दिल्ली से है, दिल्ली वाले जो होते हैं, उनको आप थोड़ा 2 सेकंड एक्स्ट्रा देख लो, क्या है बे, क्या देख रहा है, क्या हो गया, क्या समझता है? We are not able to control our anger for even 1 second. We don't know what composed means, right? If you see Lord Ram, he is like composed ke, he is like the Parakashta, he is like the ultimate composed person. Unbelievable. So when Ram, it had already been declared to the world, to Ayodhya and to the world, that he is going to be the prince regent. He is going to be crowned as a prince, crown prince. He will be the king, next king. ये ऑलरेडी डिक्लेयर हो चुका था, सारे अयोध्या वासी को मालूम था, सबको मालूम था. एंड पूरा अयोध्या में when Dashrath made this announcement, Dashrath was thinking for a long time कि मैं अभी काफी, I've become quite old and Ram is now, he's come of age. I think now I should declare him as the next king. So when he goes to the court and when he declares that मैं ऐसा सोच रहा हूँ, amongst them, king has to always give decisions, right? So he says, one decision I have made about this is that Ram will be the next king. So when he says this, the whole court erupts. ऐसा विस्फोट हो जाता है, सब लोग ताली बजाने लगते हैं, very good, very good, very good, very good. And everyone comes and tells, this is the best decision you have ever taken in the last 60,000 years. इससे अच्छा आपने कभी निर्णय लिया ही नहीं. Very good decision, very good, very good. So Dashrath for a moment he gets a little inferiority complex, कि was I such a bad king कि मैं एक सेकंड में भूल गया राम सब कितने खुश हो गए. But then he realizes that this is the quality of Lord Ram. He's wonderful. Everyone is very happy that now Ram is going to be the king. Everyone is waiting great anticipation. Even Lord Ram, in his Leela, he is also thinking that, yeah, tomorrow is going to happen. So the next morning, after this whole thing happens, where Dashrath and Kaikai meets with Dashrath, and she tells him that, I want these two bones. One bone that my son will be the king, not Ram, and second, Ram will be sent to the jungle for Vanvas for 14 years. So Dashrath really tries hard. बहुत negotiate करते हैं वो, बहुत कोशिश करते हैं, लेकिन कहीं कहीं तो सुनने से रही. She is not willing to listen. We can continue. So आज मैं थोड़ा लंबा खींचूंगा वीडियो इन्फॉर्मेशन वाला. So so she says that Dashrath tries to negotiate. He says कि ठीक है, you want Bharat to be the king ना? Done, done. भरत को राजा बनाओ. पर राम को क्यों वनवास भेजना है? What has he done to you? What is the harm? If he is here, let him be here. No, if he leaves, I will die. Why are you doing this? He says, no, if he is here, all the Ayodhya Vasis will revolt, and my son will never be allowed to be the king. He will never be considered only king. Hamisha Ram only will be considered as king. He has to go. So ऐसा बहुत आगे पीछे. Finally, Dashrath realizes, finished. I am finished. I am doomed. I cannot do anything. So actually, Dashrath, he tries very hard. तो बहुत इसको बड़ा बुरा भला सुनाता है कैकेयी को. Once he tries to, and she also finally, वो क्या बोलते हैं ना, एक इक्का होता है ना, एस कार्ड फेंकती है. बोलती कि तुम्हारे रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आए, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए. इस रघुकुल का जो बड़ा नाम है वो आप खत्म कर रहे हो. Are you going to destroy the glory of this whole kul by one just because of your attachment to Ram? You're going to do this? Then he says, and he is destroyed by this. He doesn't even have the courage to face Lord Ram. So she says that so next morning when Sumantra comes with a good mood. I'll wake up the king and I'll tell him कि चलो Ram is ready, चलो अभी शुरू करते हैं, come on, बढ़िया, what are you doing, चलो. ऐसा उनको जगाने के लिए जाते हैं. He's composing poetry to call Dashrath. He's composing poems glorifying the king. He reaches there and he sees Dashrath is lying on the floor, जमीन पे पड़े हुए, and he's crying, and he says, what happened, my lord, what's the matter? Just call Ram. Sumantra's shaken. कुछ तो हुआ है. He calls Ram. He tells Ram that please come. Your father wants to meet. And Ram comes with anticipation. Maybe now he wants to personally take me for the all the जो coronation का जो भी activities होने वाला है वो personally मुझे लेके जाएंगे. So with that anticipation he comes. And when he comes inside the room and he sees what is going on, that father is lying on the floor, not even looking up. Like is sitting, with her hair open, disabled, and he says, he starts asking Kaikeyi, is everything all right, mother? Why is my father not, greeting me? Why is he not talking to me? And then, father is not talking anything. कुछ भी बोल नहीं रहे. He's just like Ram. He's just chanting the names of Lord Ram, but he's not even able to speak because he's feeling so ashamed. मैं क्या बोलूं, किस मुंह से मैं बोलूं उनको कि you are now not the king. Bharat is going to be the king, and you have to go to the forest for 14 years. किस मुंह से बोलेंगे? So he's in so much pain, in that painful state. He's crying. And then Ram comes and asks him that, what can I do? So then Kaikeyi tells Ram that, your father is not able to speak because he has given a promise. And now because of you, he's given a promise to me. मेरे जो दो boons थे, उन्होंने मेरे को 2 बोन्स दिए हैं, but because of his attachment to you, he is going to break that promise. He wants to break that promise. So when Ram hears this, he says, mother, please tell me whatever it is, I will fulfill. Bro, क्या है? So she says the two things are, A, you will not be the king, Bharat will be crowned the king, and B, you will go to the forest as a Vanvasi. You will live in the forest as a Vanvasi wearing bark. You will not even have proper. So I have told this before. I'm telling again that जो रामानंद सागर का रामायण था, जिन्होंने देखा है, how many of you have seen it? Most of you have seen it. तो उसमें जो एक्टर थे अरुण गोविल. So when I was a young boy, when I was a teenager, लगता है क्या एक्टिंग है इसका, कुछ एक्टिंग ही नहीं है, एक्सप्रेशन कभी चेंज ही नहीं होता है. मतलब कितना भी दुख भरा सिचुएशन हो, कितना भी गुस्से वाला सिचुएशन, हिज एक्सप्रेशन इज ऑलवेज स्मिथ स्मिथ स्माइल रहता है, थोड़ा सा स्माइल रहता है चेहरे पे. इसका एक्टिंग किसी ने सिखाया नहीं है क्या? आई यूज्ड टू थिंक लाइक दैट, बट नाउ वी रियलाइज that this is the composure of the Lord. He's always composed. So when Sita, in that serial they have shown that when Kaikai tells him this, that you will not be the king and you will be in Vanvas for 14 years, he says, बस, मतलब और कुछ, that's it. इतनी सी बात, over such a small thing, he says, ordered by only you, O Kaikai. मतलब ये मेरे पिताजी को भी बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. Ordered only by you, Kaikai, I would joyfully part with in Bharat not only the kingdom but all my personal property, my wedded wife Sita, and even my own beloved self. How much more gladly I would part with these things when ordered by my father, the emperor, in order to please you and to honor his pledge. इसी बात के लिए इतना बतंगड़ कैसा हो गया? I'm happy to do it. He says that you could have asked me. There was no need to even involve my father. Father को बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं था. You could have just come to me directly and told that you don't be the king, my son will be the king, and you go to Vanvas. So boons use करने, you could have used those boons for something better. That composed. Look, there's not even a thread of disappointment on his face. See how composed. The Lord, obviously, somewhere he would be feeling disappointed. He was supposed to get it. But he doesn't show disappointment. You know why? Because he knows if he shows even the smallest shred of pain on his face, his father's pain will increase. Dashrath will feel कि he is feeling upset, बेचारे, और उनका तकलीफ ज्यादा होगा. So to avoid Dashrath feeling any pain, he doesn't change his expression. He then tells Kaikai that surely you don't see any good points in me, mother. He said, आपको मेरे में कोई गुण नहीं दिखते, mother, कि आप you felt it necessary to ask such a minor thing of my father. You could have requested me alone. मुझे खुद पूछ लेते, मैं कर देता. You don't consider me as your son. He actually asked for that. Because till that point, till that day, Kaikai has loved Lord Ram more than her own son. Which is why even Dashrath is shocked when the first time Kaikai says this. दशरथ को एक मिनट कुछ गड़बड़ हो रहा है, मैं कुछ गलत सुन, मेरे कान बजरे लगता है. He is not able to believe only because Kaikai loves Lord Ram more than her own son. How did this happen? Lord Ram is saying कि मुझे, मतलब मुझ में आपको कोई अच्छे गुण दिखे ही नहीं, मदर, कि आपने मुझे ही पूछना सही नहीं समझा. You asked my father, what is the need? Right? So composed. Lord Ram was so composed in this burst of. अब सोचो आज के दुनिया में अगर ये होता तो क्या होता? आज के दुनिया में, आज के क्या 500 साल पहले भी अगर ये होता, what would happen? If somebody has been declared as crown prince and the day he is going to be crowned, he says, sorry, you're not the crown prince, you please go to the forest. बाबा, you go to the forest, I'll be here. पहले तो पिताजी का ही गला काटते, आजकल तो ऐसा है. No one will accept something like this. So composed. So Even when he came out, after he comes out from this cabin, after except Kaikai tells him, Kaikai is so hard, she's become so heartless. See, that is why we say we should not associate with people who are, you know, negative people. We should not associate with people who are not devotees, because then our heart becomes like them. So Kaikai, when she became so hard-hearted, she told Ram, "You please leave immediately." Oh, you have agreed now? Ram says, "Yeah, yeah, I've agreed, no problem." He says, "Then you go now. Abhi nikal. Turant, turant." So he says, "Yeah, I'm going." She says, "Please go now." Because before anybody else comes and changes your mind, कोई आपको आके convince करने का कोशिश करेगा, उससे पहले आप निकलो यहाँ से, please leave. And he's so composed, he says, "Okay." He says, "Just give me some time. I just want to inform my mother and my wife and my brother Lakshman, then I will leave." So composed. And when he is going out, okay, he does not show any emotion on his face, doesn't show any disappointment, doesn't show any pain, because he does not want to display any feelings, because the word has already spread. It spreads like wildfire. कि ऐसा ऐसा हो गया करके, that Lord Ram is not going to be the king, Bharat, and he's going to Vanvas. So when Lord Ram comes out, he's so sensitive, he's so composed that his expression also does not change. Just comes out in a very composed way. But he doesn't want to cause the Ayodhya Vasis also pain. Because if they see that Lord Ram is somewhere feeling, यार ये तो मेरा राज्य था, ये तो मेरा बनने वाला था, थोड़ा भी उनके चेहरे पे दिख गया, तो then their pain will increase, ना? करे, he was going to be our king. He wants it. But now unfairly he is being sent away. और unfair आजकल जो बोलते हैं ना, वो सब unfair, I don't agree. Woke generation. तो वही. So like that, the Lord showed great qualities of composure. He was very detached, right? As soon as he came out of the room of Kaikai, right? When he was coming in, he was brought with a royal umbrella and a whisk. Someone was fanning him. As soon as he came out of the room, he said, "Remove this umbrella. This is meant for the king, not for me." इमीडिएट ना, नहीं तो और कोई होता था कि ठीक है ना, एटलीस्ट मेरे रूम तक जाओ तब तक तो चले. Immediately, look at the detachment. Immediately he says, "Please remove this. This is not meant for me. Please take it away." Right? When he reached the room where the installation was supposed to be performed, the royal seat was kept, the throne was kept there. He didn't even look at it. He just went around the royal seat and then went to meet Mother Kaushalya. When after killing Ravan को मारने के बाद, विभीषण told him कि अब हो गया ना, अभी आप ना थोड़ा, अभी लंका में थोड़ा विश्राम करो. Really worked very hard. रावण को मारना कोई आसान बात नहीं है, बहुत मेहनत की आपने. Now you relax, we'll give you ना some nice, ऐसा हॉट एंड कोल्ड वाटर का बाथ वाथ रहेगा, सब मस्त एकदम अरेंजमेंट्स करेंगे. आप यहाँ पे थोड़े दिन रह के आराम करो with मदर सीता, and then you can go back. But the Lord is so detached. He says, "No, I want to get back to Bharat." Because Bharat ka ek aur, this one full lecture, that's what I spoke, Bharat Milap on last Tuesday. I put the link on the group. किसी को देखना है तो देख लो, पूरा भरत मिलाप का फुल स्टोरी है उसमें. Bharat is another character. He gives धमकी. मतलब after everything, there's a long discussion है वो, where one person is convincing Lord Ram that you must be the king. And the other person, Lord Ram, is convincing him that no, I shall not be the king. You be the king and I'll be here. He's saying, you be the king, I'll stay here. And Lord Ram is saying, no, you be the king, I will stay here because I am the one who has given the promise. So finally, बहुत लंबा डिस्कशन है वो. डिस्कशन होने के अंत में भरत रियलाइजेस कि अभी तो कोई होप ही नहीं है, कोई उम्मीद ही नहीं है कि वापस आने में. वो उनको धमकी देते कि ओके, आई विल गो. बट he takes his paduka, asks him to place his feet. He says, "This paduka I will place on the throne. They will rule Ayodhya and I will be their servant." But he says, अगर 14 वर्षों के बाद if you don't come, I will create a fire and I will jump into the fire. I will give up my life. I don't want to live even one day after 14 years if you're not coming back. So Lord Ram is also in great anxiety. अरे ये पगला कुछ करना दे, जल्दी पहुंचना है. Vision, I don't want all this enjoyment and all. I'd rather go back. So very detached. So after Vinashaya cha Dushkritam, so it says no in the Gita, Dharma Samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge. He says Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya cha Dushkritam. So after doing Vinashaya cha Dushkritam, the Lord is very keen for Paritranaya Sadhunam. If Dushkritam को हटा दिया, अभी साधु नाम का परित्राणाय करना है. He wants to go back. Then one of the questions here, one of the points he had said is very truthful. Person who's very truthful, who is always true to his vow. So we see a little glimpse I'm giving of that Bharat Milap thing also. How the Lord was so true to his word. Not even his word. See, throughout the Ramayana, everywhere, what does Ram say? My father has given this promise, therefore I have to fulfill it. He keeps saying, my father. Did his father give the promise? Who gave the promise? Father gave some vague, open-ended promise. कैकेयी ने उसमें ये जहर डाल दिया, ये दो प्रॉमिस का जहर डाल दिया. It is actually Kaikeyi's words. It is not Dashrath. Not once did he tell Lord Ram. Not even once. एक बार में दशरथ ने बोला कि तू जा यार, क्या करूं, मैं भी मजबूर हूं, मैंने गलती कर दिया. Not once, because he was so devastated that he was hoping. Dashrath, when Ram came, he was hoping that Ram will say, नहीं नहीं मैं नहीं मानता, पिताजी का प्रॉब्लम मैं क्या करूं, I am not going. He was hoping that somehow Ram will say something like this. But in his heart of hearts, he knows that Ram is so true to Dharma, he will never do something like this. He will never do it. So, towards the end, when Ram is leaving, Dashrath tells Ram that तुम यार revolution कर दो, बगावत कर दो ना. You revolt against me, that I don't accept this decision. You revolt to fight. A whole Ayodhya will support you, I am sure. पूरा अयोध्या आपको सपोर्ट करता है, तो आप रिवोल्ट कर. His own father is telling him you revolt. He says, no sir, I don't want that. He says, you have promised, I don't want you to look bad in the eyes of the Janta. No way, you have promised, I have to fulfill. His own brother Lakshman told him. Lakshman, there's a whole long passage after meeting Kaushalya. Ram goes and meets Kaushalya and he tells her, gives her the news. So very, very painful dialogue between Kaushalya and Ram. What was the heart-rending kind of conversation between Kaushalya and Ram. So Lakshman tells, after he comes out, Lakshman is angry. He's so angry. It's like he's going to burn the whole world. He's so angry. He tells Ram that my father, lusty man that he must have gone into the lusty feeling towards this Kaikeyi and अपने बेवकूफों जैसे दिमाग से उन्होंने ऐसा कुछ foolish promise कर दिया होगा. No way I will allow this to happen. अरे आने दो सामने, कोई भी अयोध्या वासी कोई भी हो, मैं खत्म कर दूंगा, सारी दुनिया को खत्म करूंगा, but you will be the king. Very tempting, no? Father has told you can revolt. Brother तो खड़ा है, मैं देखता है कौन है, मैं संभाल लेगा, कोई भी आने दो सामने, I will take care. Very tempting, ना? He says, no, he says, Lakshman, calm down. ये मैं कभी नहीं होने दूंगा. I will never revolt against my own father. You expect me to do that? No, not a chance. Then the whole Praja, entire Ayodhya, all of them said, we are coming with you to the jungle. हमको यार रहना ही नहीं है, ये कौन ये भरत और कई के चक्कर में पड़े, हमको आना ही नहीं. We are coming with you to jungle. So Ram said, no, that's not the agreement. I have to go to the jungle and you have to stay back here. They said, no, we don't want. We are coming. हम आपसे पूछ नहीं रहे, हम आ रहे हैं. आपसे हमको परमिशन भी नहीं रहे, हम तो आ रहे हैं. Then Lord, now again, see, what are the politicians of today? आज के politicians क्या हैं? अगर उनके पास वोट है तो सबको मैनिपुलेट करते हैं. They use votes to manipulate people. They manipulate all of us. But here the Lord, He has the पॉपुलर वोट है उनके पास, इलेक्शन में खड़े हुए तो पक्के जीतेंगे, पक्का लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री जिसे बोलते हैं, ही विल बी इलेक्टेड अनअपोज्ड, जनता का वोट साथ में। फिर भी ही टेल्स देम सॉरी, प्लीज गो बैक, बिकॉज मदर कैकेयी डज नॉट वांट उजाड़ राष्ट्र फॉर हर सन, शी वांट्स अ प्रॉपर समृद्ध देश फॉर हर सन, सो यू प्लीज गो बैक। Very few of them stay back because they are very old, they are not able to go. All the young ones come. Lord Rama tricks them and vanishes from. So he could have said कि चलो ठीक है आ रहे तो हमें दोनों थोड़ा सपोर्ट रहेगा, अपने को भी थोड़ा हेल्प हो जाएगा, अपने वनवास में। No, he just tricks them and goes away. Bharat Maharaj himself, Bharat Maharaj, like we said, Bharat Milap. I am not going to that now because it's a long discussion and it is already the time. Yeah, it's already 48. I'll end now quickly. So, Bharat also in so many different ways. I mean, it's worth hearing that conversation or reading that conversation. Bharat अलग strategy से कोशिश करता है to convince Lord Ram, remember, please you come back somehow. And finally वो फ्रस्ट्रेट होके बाकी जो लोग खड़े वहां पे ब्राह्मण लोग, अरे तुम लोग क्यों कुछ नहीं बोलते, मैं ही बोले जा रहा हूँ। He says, I am only talking, I am only trying to come, why don't you all say something? Frustration, is it? Somebody try, somehow convince him. So what we can say when you are not able to convince him, what we can say, he decided. Very powerful. So at any point over there, Lord Ram could have been, चलो ठीक है मैं आ जाता हूँ। After so many arguments, he could have said, चल ठीक है तू बोल रहा है तो मैं आ जाता हूँ, कोई बात नहीं। He stayed true to dharma. My father has promised, no one else can fulfill that promise, I only have to do it. Father may have given wrong promise under any condition, doesn't matter, but he has given the promise that has to be fulfilled. So he stayed true to dharma. And finally, after all this discussion, Vashishta is the guru, kul guru of the Ayodhya Vasis. He tells Ram that, see, you are holding on to your father's word. I am your guru. And guru's word is heavier than the word of the father. Yes or no? Guru ka word important or father ka important? Guru ka. Guru's word is always considered heavier. He says, as your guru, I am ordering you to please come back and you rule Ayodhya. Huh? So such a heavy thing that now राम को और कोई मतलब इवन फादर के ऑर्डर से भी ऊपर गुरु का ऑर्डर होता है, वहां से इंस्ट्रक्शन राम, यार ये तो आपने मुझे चकित कर दिया, अभी तो मुझे आना ही पड़ेगा वापस। No, he doesn't come. He says that, oh Gurudev, thank you for your instruction, but he says that the father's debt, बच्चों का जो डेट होता है, जो ऋण होता है, पिता का ऋण, वो बहुत बहुत बड़ा ऋण होता है, क्योंकि बचपन से the father has loved the child, he has taken care, protected the child, he has nourished the child, he has done so much for the child. He says that this is my way of doing some small service for him. He has given a promise, का नाम खराब नहीं होना चाहिए, so this is my small service to him, please don't take it away. Very lovingly, very humbly, he defeats Vashishta also and he stays back. So this is what a dharmishta person is. Dharmam tu sakshat bhavat pranitam. Lord comes to establish what is dharma, what is the perfect way. And Lord Ram as Maryada Purushottam, वो तो मतलब ऐसा है, सर ठोक बजा के सिखाते हैं हम लोग क्या, what is the right way. He killed Ravan. He could have been the king. He could be him as a king. He went through so much trouble to bring Mother Sita back. But then he again gave her up. Why? Because people should not say that, well, if he can do it, then we'll also do. Yadyad acharati shreshtas tattad evetoro jana. And if the kings can do, then even our wife can go and come back like that. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है भाई. So someone made that comment. Respecting that comment, the Lord gave up his own life. So it is impossible for us to understand got the glories of Lord Rama. But this is what he is. Glorious. All the characters of Ramayana are like this. ऐसा नहीं कि खाली भगवान राम ऐसे हैं, सब ऐसे के ऐसे. Mother Sita, who showed so much character, so much strength to argue with him. No, I will come with you. Then she showed character saying that, okay, if no one believes in me, I'm giving up my life. I'm going into the earth. Lakshman didn't sleep for 14 years so that he left his wife. He had also just been married. He left his wife and lived like a brahmachari for 14 years. He never slept. Bharat Maharaj, who also wore matted clothes, because Ram is wearing matted clothes, I will also wear. He wore matted. I was the king of Ayodhya. Now, see, Ram could have said at any point, I'll take the kingdom. He didn't take. तो भरत को ऐसे चलो ठीक है, अभी आप नहीं मान रहे तो 14 साल में राज्य कर लेता हूँ. ठीक है, अभी मैं क्या करूं, मैं तो नहीं लेना चाहता, आपने फोर्स किया तो मैं ले रहा हूँ. No, he kept the paduka of the Lord on the throne and he worshipped them and treated them as king. He lived in a hole in the ground. He said, the Lord is living on this ground. I don't belong on this ground. I belong lower. So he lived in a gufa. We went to that place. Bharat Gufa, वहां पे गए थे हम लोग. So he lived in a gufa for 14 years, wearing same bark wala clothes that Lord Ram was wearing. And he lived on only roots, fruits, and barley soaked in cow urine. This is what he had for 14 years. ये है भरत महाराज. But each of these characters, एक एक पे उपन्यास लिख सकते हैं. Each of these characters are unbelievable. Hanumanji, sensitivity. Ishod, we already discussed. How sensitive, how wonderfully he served the Lord. Sensitivity. Today morning, Baldev Prabhu told the story of Urmila. Beautiful thing. I have never heard this story before. I'll just repeat and we'll end with that. After 12 years of vanvas, 12 साल हो गए थे vanvas. One day, Lakshman in the night, he was standing, alert with his bow and arrow outside the kutia of Ram and Sita. Suddenly he heard chan, 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 chan. वो जो पायल का झनकार सुना. So he said, hey, who's it? So he saw this very beautiful lady coming in front of him. He asked, who are you? She says, I'm Nidra Devi. Nidra Devi. He says that, 12 साल हो गए, 12 years, you're not allowed me to serve you. I am serving all human beings every day. रोज मैं उनकी सेवा करती हूँ. पर आपने 12 साल से सेवा करने का एक मौका नहीं दिया. So it is one night. Okay? You sleep, I will stand. पहरा मैं देती हूँ. आप चिंता मत करो. Nothing will happen. मैं पहरा देती हूँ. आप सो जाओ. So you know what Lakshman tells her? See, this is what we can understand. What kind of surrender these personalities from Ramayana have. Lakshman tells her, let's see, मैंने तो व्रत ले रखा है 14 साल तक, तो मैं आपको सेवा का मौका नहीं देने. Not going to give for 14 years. But my wife Urmila, she also has taken a vow like me. She will also not sleep for 14 years. She is also living like a very austere person over there in Ayodhya, and she has also not slept for 12 years. So please आप उसके पास जाओ और उसको बोलो कि आप एक रात सो जाओ. Give her that pleasure. One night, let her sleep. You please go there. So this guy goes there. When she meets Urmila, she tells Urmila that, I have been sent by your husband. So who are you? So I'm Nidra Devi. So what do you want with me? She says that, you have also not slept like your husband for 12 years. So I wanted to serve you. Ek raat aap so jao. I have taken 14 years, I will not sleep like my husband. No, your husband has only sent me to you so that you sleep for 1 night. See, my husband is not sleeping. I am also not going to sleep. You come after 14 years. So Nidra Devi is so pleased. She's so amazed by this surrender and this commitment and determination of Urmila. She says, I want to give you some benediction. मुझे कुछ तो आपको वरदान देना है. हाँ, what can I give you? You know what she asked for? It's unbelievable. She tells Nidra Devi that you please ensure my husband. She could have felt happy कि 12 साल के बाद एक बार तो मेरे husband का कुछ तो he remembered me. She tells that you please ensure my husband, after 12 years, he remembered me. And when he remembered me, he would have got distracted from his service. You please give me the benediction that next 2 years, my husband will not remember me even once. So that he doesn't get distracted from his service for even one. These are the characters of Ramayana. And this is the character of Lord Rama. So we cannot even imagine. ये जो रामायण हम लोग सुनते हैं ना, हम लोग को लगता है कि तो मुमकिन ही नहीं हो सकता. This is not possible. How could such persons exist? But yes, because Lord Ram was like this, all his associates. So on this very auspicious day of Sri Ram Navami, let us all pray. Let us all pray. Mataji has set up a very beautiful altar here, Ram Darbar. So let us all pray that, oh Lord Ram, no, I have no qualifications. Zero, 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 minus, minus में हम लोग. We have no qualifications to serve the Lord, no qualifications to even take His name. But still, give us your blessings so that we may somehow in our lifetimes do something that could be of service to you, that could be pleasing to you. With that prayer, we should somehow try to surrender. Lord Ram, I'll end with this. Lord Ram, when Vibhishan approached, right? When Vibhishan approached Lord Ram, that time all the monkeys were suspicious except Hanuman. Hanuman said, no, no, I have seen him. He's your devotee. You should accept him. He accepts. And at that time, Lord Ram says that, he says, Abhaydan. He says that at this time, if even Ravan came to me and surrendered, I will give him also Abhaydan. I will forgive him. Right? Someone comes to me once someone approaches me and says, my Lord, I am yours. I am yours. I give them Abhaydan. So let us also approach the Lord and say, my Lord, I am yours. I am yours. Do what you want with. Like the spirit of Hanuman, like the spirit of Mother Sita, like the spirit of Lakshman, like the spirit of Bharat, Shatrughna, like the spirit of the Ayodhya Vasis. Let us also try to live a life that is pleasing to the Lord. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Gurudev ki, Hitaya Gaura Premanandi, Hare Jai Shri Ram. Jai Sita Ram, Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. We have Kirtan for a few minutes. We have Kirtan now for a few minutes.